Hello, hello. It's
Hello,
Consultant
Bonnie.
Confident, week 39.
It's
Love
week.
it.
Yes. So, Bonnie, we are
Yeah.
doing EISC and we're on C, the conscientious person.
hmm We are.
So, should I read the conscientious thing?
I would love you to. Yes.
Okay. It's called the compliance. It says, finally, there's a person who is really into details. This person knows there is a right way to do things and wonders why others don't do it that way. They are sticklers for rules and regulations and are committed to structure, procedure, systems, and policy. A critical thinker who likes to know how things work. They follow a slower, more deliberate way of doing things. This style is often the perfectionist who may end up with paralysis by analysis. Their goal are long-term and autonomous. They don't care much for working in a team because they know that they will have to clean up the mess made by the D's, I's, and S's. The emotion most closely associated with this type is fear. The fear of getting things wrong as a result often, just stops them from even trying things. They also may just love getting things right. C stands for compliance or cautious thinkers. C's make up 10 to 15% of Western world's populations. Words associated are careful, worrisome, exacting, neat, diplomatic, tactful, dependent, cautious, conventional, systematic, accurate, balanced, judgment.
Everybody loves a C. Come in and take care of us DISs. You know what?
Yes.
I
Yes.
appreciate, oh my gosh. Sometimes I think C's are the ones that make us look good. Does that make sense?
Well, Bonnie, we know from doing events, things like that, you need I's for creativity. You need B's for just spearheading and getting things done. You need S to just create the systems in the flow of the event, and you need the C's to take the counts and do the details, do the name tags. So I mean, that's why. So yes.
So when you're talking with a C, I think one of the things that will maybe help you determine if somebody is a C is they'll ask you to clarify something. So if you said, so what do you mean by that question? Or what are the details? They'll never be a quick decision maker. They'll yes, it's very important to them to be a very credible company. The reputation of Mary Kay.
Yep.
They like to read things. They like to have facts written out. They'd want more information, like give me all the information and all the books you have about Mary Kay.
Yep. I laugh, Bonnie, when our clinical solutions came out, our retinol product with the calming milk, and there's an 8-week retinization period. C's love it because there's a little diagram that says, this is what you do weeks 1 and 2. This is what you do weeks 3 and 4. This is what you do weeks 5 and 6. This is weeks, 7 and 8. And the D's are just like, just give it to me. Okay, whatever. And the C's are, what do you do week 1 and 2? Okay, what do you do this? How do you chart this? What do you do? And so it's just, that's where C's are just very.
I think they like to be responsible for things. They like that kind of importance. They like personal growth. They like leadership. And they'll appreciate anything that's printed out and educational materials. So they'll appreciate the fact that if you say to somebody, and I'm talking about whether they're a customer or whether they're a consultant, if you said, you know what, I'm going to follow up with you, I'm going to check in, I'm going to make sure that you are getting the results you want, they love that. They like that. If you said, now I lost it. Oh my gosh. If you said you're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. They like that they have somebody they can go to with questions.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
Totally. Totally. They will get the fine print of the agreement if they're signing up. They'll want to know about, what they're responsible for. I think they appreciate what Mary Kay's done, like with our skincare, how they've combined things so that there's less steps. They just want to know how things work if you're working with a system and things like that. So.
Yeah, it is kind of what I love now that we've done all of them, DISC, and we all have a little bit of it. Of course, we would never get anything done if we didn't have a little bit of C, or our homes would be a wreck if we didn't have some S. So and we wouldn't get out the door if we didn't have some D going on. So I think what I appreciated the most in my Mary Kay business learning was just learning who I was and understanding other people. For instance, if you're married or you have children, or a significant other or a girlfriend, it doesn't even matter, just relationships. And you're like, he makes me crazy. And you're like, that's because he's not the same personality as you. So sometimes, we might make somebody else crazy. So it is so important. And I've just loved learning my whole, Mary Kay business career, that there are different types of people and that we all think different.
Yes. Yeah. And just knowing what somebody is or trying to figure out, so that way, if you're working with a customer, how does she, want to process things? And we had a customer stop the other night, and she goes, "Oh, I can't stay for a facial." And she looked at all the stuff and she goes, "Oh my gosh, look at all the nice stuff that you have here." And I said, "Yes. How long do you have?" And she goes, "Oh, I have 25 minutes. And I said, "Well, would you like to see some things in that 25 minutes? She said, "Yes." So it was just a matter of, she did have a place to go. She did, have the next place, but yet she was engaged by what she saw. So, I mean, she was very happy. So, I mean, it's just a matter of working with a situation and a person and getting it done. Now, if she was really intent on that, she had to be somewhere and she had to be there on time or whatever, she might not have. She might just have said, "I don't have to. I'll come back." But nope, it was okay. So
I think that is really one they'll ask you questions, and it's important for you to ask them questions, so you really have a better understanding of each other.
So, yeah, and I guess we just look forward to, if you're a consultant listening to this, just chat with you a little bit more on how to better understand, so that your sales deliveries, can be more precise and for timing, and when you're delivering products, so that you can just match what the customer wants and be the best type of salesperson for them. And even that even relates to how you follow up with someone. So, yes. So, all right. So until next week, Bonnie.
Until next week.
Off with another 39 of Consultant Confident. Will be 4s next week, the 40th time. So
40th. Okay. Bye, everyone. Bye, Dawn.